Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at the 1997 release by WB Toys or Warner Brothers Toys from their Babylon 5 series of 6-inch action figures. And this particular action figure we are looking at today is of Londo Mollari, who was one of the ambassadors. And this is the card that it comes on. Okay, so the top of the card, it reads Ambassador Londo Mollari with Transport of Centauri Republic, and assortment number 20017, number 20016, and it's ages 4 and up. And there, just below that, you can see an image of the Babylon 5 space station. Okay, now it says at the bottom Babylon 5 Earth Alliance space station. And on the bottom right hand corner you have the Warner Brothers logo, and on the bottom left hand corner you have the exclusive Premier logo. Okay, and then obviously just behind the bubble you can see the action figure along with the miniature Transport of Centauri Republic. Okay, that's the front of the card. Now before we have a good look at the figure, let's turn the card around and see what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the card around and this is what we got on the back. Again, it says assortment 20017 and it's item number 20016. It's Ambassador Londo Mollari with Transport of Centauri Republic. And it says Ambassador Londo Mollari wants to recapture Centauri glory and power by wiping out the entire Narn race. Londo's lust for the glory days of the Centauri Republic unleashed the force of the darkness known as the Shadows and launched a series of events that threaten most of the galaxy. It says the Babylon 5 project was launched by Earth Alliance Presidents Luis Santiago in 2249, following the conclusion of the Earth-Minbari War. The project's goal was to create an environment in which humans and aliens could resolve their differences peacefully and, above all, avoid another war based on a misunderstanding. Babylon 5 came online in 2256 and turned fully operational in 2257. The station is located in an area of neutral space, the Efrats sector, relatively central to the 5 major powers: Earth Alliance, Minbari Federation, Centauri Republic, Narn Regime, and the Volan Empire. When the Narn Centauri War broke out in 2259, it was the beginning of the end for Babylon 5's peacekeeping mission. However, in 2260, the station assumed a greater function as the last best hope for victory in the war against the Shadows. And at the bottom it says Transport of the Centauri Republic, and it says the Transport of Centauri Republic is a commercial sub-light speed interstellar transport. It can hold up to 150 cubic meters of cargo and carries no weapons. And it says collect all the Babylon 5 Collector's Series figures, and you've got Captain John Sheridan in Earth Force uniform, Ambassador Dellen, and Ambassador Jikar. And it says each sold separately, subject to availability. Product details and colour may vary from photography shown. Proof of purchase, Ambassador Mollari, and it is safety tested, meets and exceeds ASTM F963, and it's product of China, packaged, printed in China, packaged and toy design of Warner Brothers Toys, Cincinnati, Ohio. Distributed by Exclusive Toy Products Inc., Los Angeles. And Babylon 5 characters' names and are all related trademarks of Warner Brothers, copyright 1997. Okay, so that's the back of the card. Now, without further ado, now let's turn the card around and have a look at the figure itself. Okay, so I've turned the card around and zoomed right on the figure itself, and there you can see the image of the figure, the sculpting of the figure. And is a pretty good likeness to Ambassador Mollari from the TV series Babylon 5, as portrayed by Peter Jurasik. The sculpting is very, very good, and it does pretty much match the character that Peter Jurasik played in the series. Yeah, very, very good sculpture. And as with, I think most of these figures were all, the sculpting was just superb on them. They really got the characters down to a fine art. And there you can see he's in his Centauri Republic uniform, or his ambassador's uniform, which is his jacket and his waistcoat and black trousers and black shoes. and just to the left of him you can see the miniature Centauri Republic transport ship, which is what they use to deliver cargo and what have you. Okay, articulation wise, well, we've got the head, the shoulders. I don't think there's any articulation on the elbows on these figures. Let's just have a zoom in a little bit and have a look. No, so no articulation on the elbows. It's literally just the shoulders and the legs. And again, doesn't appear to be any articulation on the knees. So they're not greatly articulated, but you have got some articulation. So that's the only thing about these figures, I feel, is the articulation has let them down. Other than that, they're excellent. The figures are absolutely excellent, but there's not enough movement on these figures, I'm afraid. Even the miniature figures have more movement than these. It's just the head, the legs, and the shoulders. That's it, or the waist, I should say. Not the waist, the actual tops of the legs. But other than that, there's no articulation on them. So it was a little bit more attention could have been made to the articulation. Otherwise, I mean, that would have made these figures absolutely fantastic. But yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. But otherwise, overall, very, very good figures. How well did they do? Well, I suppose they've done as well as could be expected. I think this was about season 5 when Babylon 5 figures were released, so it was well into the series. And yeah, I think they've done okay. I don't think they've done as well as obviously Star Wars or Star Trek figures, as I don't think the series was as popular as those other two franchises. But overall, yeah, I think they sold pretty well. I think most of them were limited run as well. I don't think they've done a terrific volume of these figures. Certainly not in the UK anyway. I don't know about the US, but certainly not in the UK. There wasn't a terrific run of these figures, which is a shame really, because, as I say, apart from the articulation, they're very, very good. But of course now, because of that shortage, they are now very collectible and quite sought after, and now getting harder and harder to find in this mint unopened condition. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Babylon 5 items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, there's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive you don't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we are shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, that next item we upload could be the item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.